learned from somebody who had success and, you know, sort of had access to that toolbox that created results, and it was proven strategies to create the results. Some of the key strategies that we talk about is, one, what I call your credo, getting really clear about who you are as a coach, who's your ideal client, what do you do for them, and most importantly, what results do you deliver? Remember, we often talk about an entrepreneurial mindset is focusing on the results you want to create and the results you want to, what your client wants to create in their life. So getting clear of your credo, you're going to get clear of your niche, and yes, in today's market, we got to be crystal clear of who's our ideal niche. And as we clarify who you are as a coach, who's your ideal client, and what results that you deliver, your confidence is going to go up. You know, because clarity is power. And so that's an important piece for you to own who you are as a coach and what you have to offer. You know, and like you said, Sergey, there is fears and there's doubts that happen when we stretch out of our comfort zone. You know, we start to doubt ourselves, and what we wanted to create in the Passion to Profit program is an environment where that if that doubt creeps in and you feel like quitting on yourself or not continuing to go for your dream, because when you go for a dream, you're going to be, you know, you're going to be scared. You're going to be stretching out of your comfort zone.
When I think back to, you know, having been a sales director in a very large corporate organization, making deals was what I did, right? So it was quite interesting when I started business on my own, suddenly having to do it for myself. It was a complete shift. Psychologically, suddenly I was almost paralyzed. It was, oh, hang on a second, because it's now personal. There's a lot more to lose. When you're closing big deals on behalf of somebody else, it's an arm's length situation. Whereas here, this is you. There's so much at stake. You've put your reputation. You've kind of now said, I'll back myself. So that can almost be paralyzing in a way. You kind of get, and you go through the motions where this is it, I'm going to do it, I'm excited. And then suddenly it's like, oh, I now have to make that first call. I now have to approach Lawrence and say, you know, you want to use me. I don't know why you want to use me. I don't know how you want to use me. I don't even know how to position that question. And it can be really paralyzing. So, and it's unexpected. You don't expect it because you're so filled with confidence at first and everybody's encouraging you. So, but when it comes down to brass tacks where you've got to face the music, it's terrifying. And humbling because you've come from this top dog situation and now you're doing it for yourself. So it's a very different scenario. And it's something that I think anybody who's ventured forth on an entrepreneurial stream has come across.
You'll be part of a mastermind team with other coaches who are experiencing the same thing, you know, stretching out of their comfort zone, wanting to create the same results in their life. Plus, I set you up with an accountability buddy. And statistics show that when you have accountability, an infrastructure of accountability set up in your business, that it increases the chances of you getting the results by 95%. So, you know, each week on the training call or when you make a commitment to your accountability buddy, you're going to feel, okay, I'm stretching out of my comfort zone, because to create success in your life, you must stretch out of your comfort zone.
You know, if you don't take running that seriously, you kind of hop out in the morning on your own and you do a couple of miles, and it's good for the, you know, good for mental sort of reboot, and it's something that you do and it's a hobby. And then you start to challenge yourself a little more. You maybe want to do that, the sun run. You know, you want to sort of do that 5K or 10K. So you join a running group because there's a sense of community, you can relate a bit better, you can gauge yourself against other people, how they're doing, and it's fun. There's camaraderie, there's, you know, there's a common sort of bond in terms of you all enjoy running. However, if I want to now take it to the next level, which I did in terms of I now want to do marathons and I want to increase my 10K time and I now have to look at a far bigger picture. I now need to join a running club where people who are taking it as seriously as I am are also there, and there's now a professional to guide us and tell us what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, and basically help us sort of, you know, a checkpoint every week to say, you know what, you're doing your speed work too slow, you're doing your slow work too fast, whatever the case is, but that's somebody who's done what I've done, has achieved what I'm trying to achieve, so I'm leveraging off of their experience and their expertise. Without access to that and that sense of community of other runners, that are going through the same thing that I am, I'm still doing those couple of Ks every week, and I'm not advancing as a runner. And I kind of liken that to a professional move in my career. I've got to take it seriously. I've got to consult people who've done this before, and I've got to have that sense of support and community of people who are facing the same kind of challenges that I am. So that for me is quite a good analogy in terms of, you know, anything that you're going to take seriously, you're going to consult the right people on it, right? You're not going to try and go it alone all the time.
When you're sharing who you are as a coach and what you have to offer, people are going to start saying, okay, I'm curious. I want to work with you as a coach. Then what do? How can we leverage and maximize that opportunity? You created some interest in someone by sharing who you are and what you do. You know, you're starting to stir people's soul of, oh, she's talking about me. I want to hear more about what she does. So then what's the next step? We give in the Passion to Profit program a step-by-step system from going from somebody who's showing some interest to getting the financial commitment. And then we talk about habits that all successful entrepreneurs integrate and embrace in their business. And we'll look at what do you need to do on a consistent basis to help leverage and maximize the activities that you're doing to build your business. We'll look at things like planning your time, blocking your time, tracking your time, again, tracking your results. We can be doing a lot of activities, but if we're not tracking, and debriefing is another tool that we talk about, track and debrief what we're doing to see, is it working? Is it getting us where we want to go? So spending time, a big piece of having an entrepreneurial mindset is spending time working on your business. And we do that by stepping back and developing and committing to these habits that allow us to see, am I moving in the direction that I want? Am I getting the results that I want? Where do I need to course adjust to get what I want to get in my life? What you're going to notice that you're going to begin doing is that you're going to recondition yourself. When you feel that fear, it is going to anchor you to get into action. And that's what we talk about, creating momentum.
And she said, feel the fear. The difference between fear and excitement, they're the same thing, except excitement has a smile on its face. And so I went out the door with those last thoughts in my mind, and I said, who else will I inspire then as I go forward when they're looking at fear and saying, it didn't stop Mark, I'm going to do it too.
There's lots of things that can come up around money, specifically, you know, our value. Do we feel we value what we have to offer? Do we feel comfortable saying, you know, my coaching on a monthly basis is valued at $500 per month? You know, so what are your coaching programs? How do you price that? What are your financial goals for yourself? What's the monthly revenue you want to make? Are you thinking, you know, do you want to replace the income that you're making now? Do you have a family to provide for and you have to make minimum of $10,000 a month? How are you going to do that? What's your coaching programs? How are you going to price your coaching? How are we going to let the world know about what you do? We call this going public. There's so many different marketing strategies that we can do. Today with the internet marketing, we're going to touch on, here are some options for you with internet marketing. If you're a real people person, maybe you want to speak to build your business. It's important to become a master networker. As an entrepreneur, building relationships are key. So we're going to look at what's your 90-day marketing plan to build the business of your dreams, to create the revenue that you want. So we're going to look at all the different options of marketing your business and come up with ones for you that are aligned with what I call your attractive abilities, what you're good at and what you love to do. We're in month 5. Participants are hitting the tipping point. They're going, all those pieces are coming together, that, you know, commitment of taking that consistent action. Then you hit the tipping point, and then you wake up one day and say, ooh, I'm getting calls, or wow, I got 3 yeses of potential clients that want to work with me. So there's no way to hide out or quit in the Passion to Profit program. We make a stand for your dream, and we're not going to let you quit on your dream.